All right. I think we're good to go here. We got our timer connected. We got our tracker connected. So it's just an open mode pickup raise with some of the mentees from this year's mentor tournament. Including myself, there's five racers as of right now. We can ready up. Yeah, so I think we're going to start this in a couple of minutes. I think 11:30 was the time. But it's been a while since I've actually run a seed. I think the last time I did was last weekend with the one of the Reddit weeklies, I think. But I took a little bit of a break after I got knocked out of the mentor tournament, which I'm still kind of sad about. But is what it is. Centroid, very good runner. I think he actually beat Zax, who's in this race. So can't feel too bad. Zax is a good runner too. Emok, good morning. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Recovered from your jet lag. Yeah, so I think we're going to start this at 11:30. But the mentor tournament is still chugging along. I think the Fighter Sword bracket. I think the finals are going on, which is exciting. I think it's semifinals for the other brackets coming up next week, so should be good. I know that they're going to try to restream as many of the races as they can. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I got some plans later tonight with some friends, but had some time now, so figured I would do it. I think we're just waiting on one racer to ready up, and then we'll get going. I was actually thinking about running the Reddit weekly, but then Panda put this up. I figured, why not? Yeah, I'm sure there'll be people available to race tomorrow. I might even be available to do something tomorrow. I'm not sure what I have planned. As far as I know, I don't have anything going on, but Reddit tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing it tomorrow at some point. All right, looks like we're gonna get going here in a couple of seconds. See if I can remember how to do this. Thank you for the good luck. All right, so green pendant desert, red pendant Hera. Lucky with only one guard there. All right, green pendant desert, red pendant Hera. All right, nothing great here. Okay, so that's the key to the basement, castle basement. That's interesting. Are you messing with the Twitch alerts? Fair enough. That's I haven't really delved too far into it yet. I probably should if I'm going to stream a little bit more. Oh, nice bomb. That's hearts. What am I doing? Single arrow. No, thank you. Kind of hoping for another bomb off of one of these buzz blobs. There's a bomb. Oh, single arrows required? Okay. Alright, I will get right on that. We'll take those bombs. And we can check our last tree pull. But with 5 bombs, we have enough to get through the village at the very least. We're bound to get something good here. Alright, let's check it out. So I tried my first Pots and Bones seed the other night. Well, started. I didn't finish it. But it's a pretty interesting mode if you haven't done it. I think it's interesting anyways. It's essentially cross keys with standard. It's casual boot start, so you get the sword and the boots once you talk to Uncle. Standard start, but then it's essentially cross keys from there. But also, every pot and every non-overworld enemy drops something. So, like in the escape, you have to kill all the guards. Look under every pot. It's pretty interesting. Hannah Samaria early. That's good. I like that. Yeah, it's not that dissimilar to the co-op we ran all those months ago. But it's Kaz boot start. So this well was loaded. But yeah, it's Kaz boot start, cross keys, and everything basically drops. Oh, nice. Everything basically drops an item, so it's pretty cool. Recommend giving it a shot. So that well had book, hammer. You get 2 swords. Jeez. Yeah, it could definitely be something fun to try. Either co-op race, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about that $50. Oh, okay. Definitely gonna need that. I'm probably going to go check the shovel as well. A little slow without the boots, but I've seen decent items under there. So was it the Reddit seed a little bit ago? One of the seeds I ran had mitts there. I think it might have been the last Reddit seed I ran. Oh, not that one. So we are just a glove away from Dark World access. Yeah, was it last week's? Okay. Definitely remembered something. One of the seeds had the mitts there. But I don't think I've streamed since that Reddit seed. Oh yeah, Mike, how did Gloomhaven go last night? I couldn't catch the stream, but I did see that you were playing some Gloomhaven. Ooh, that's a flute. We like that. Yeah, I didn't realize it had been that long for you. But I guess with the mentor tournament kind of taking up a lot of time, not a lot of time for Gloomhaven. Alright, well that's not too bad though. Finish the scenario, got the chest. Alright, potentially not boots locked from the rest of the front. Find out right here if this is a small key. Alright. I mean, I could steal the key, I guess, but there's also no guarantee that I need to even go to the back. Yeah, I mean that's life. Trying to organize with, as the group gets bigger, it's even tougher to try to organize something. I get that. Alright, so we can go check out Agina's cave. And then go activate that flute. Alright, what do we got? Just a piece of heart. Not where I wanted to go. That's better. Alright, so then once we get the flute activated, we can go check the rest of the South Shore. We could go up to the mountain and rescue the old man out of logic. Go over to the eastern area. We've also got escape we can do. I'm thinking we go south. This Mini Moldorm Cave is kind of staring me in the face. And it's pretty quick to get around with the flute. We can go anywhere we need to go, really. Three bombs is enough to get through. All right, what do we got here? Ice Rod, all right, saves us from having to find it. And there is only one pendant in the Dark World, so it's a pretty good chance that we will need it. Alright, so we can see what's here. Probably go up to the mountain next. I actually don't hate that. So the question now is, where are we going to go from here? I guess Eastern probably makes a ton of sense. At least Saha. Gotta love Dead Rocks. Gotta love Dead Rocks. Alright, so nothing on top. Anything good inside Spectrock Cave? Yeah, not really. Really don't want to have to do Aga Tower with no glove. That's technically possible if we find the lamp. I really don't want to have to do this, but we're going to go into Eastern with no bow. 8 bombs off those, what are they, popos, I think they are. I'm really not great with the names of some of the enemies. So we can't even do Agate Tower yet, even if we wanted to. Which I'm okay with. Okay. That actually gets us up to East Death Mountain. So that puts off Agate Tower even more. So we get a chance to not even need to go to the big key chest. Oh. Might as well since we're here. Maybe we'll get an item. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so there's an item on the boss. But that mirror is nice. Just quickly gonna turn in the bottle at the sick kid. Then go back up to Death Mountain and check Pendant Hera. Okay, that might be required. Gonna get smoked here. I can feel it. Oh, actually, didn't. Now I just want to get into Hera so that actually I have a fairy with that bottle, so it's not gonna matter. I would like to not use it if at all possible. Perfect. Why did I do that? That was dumb. I meant to hit the menu button. That's the one. Alright, so our pendant is Pod. And then Mire and Skull Woods are the red crystals. So that ice rod is required. Good thing we found it early. Alright, well, we might as well check Hera while we're here, right? Can't do the basement. So it's possible that we can't do anything. This would have to be a big key. Okay, it is a big key. Just in case, since we're only on 5 hearts. I could have bombed that, I guess, but that's fine. Alright, so item confirmed in the basement. We can at least get one off of Moldorm here. Alright, not too bad. No trolls. What's the item gonna be? The lamp that lets us go... I mean, I guess we might as well check the basement. We're here. Of course, it's probably going to be nothing, but... We've got the mirror. We can get out of here pretty quick. So that lamp puts Agate Tower in logic. But it kind of works out because the next place we have to go is escape anyways. And with the mirror, we can grab everything and combo it into last locationing Agate Tower. Yep. You knew that was going to happen. We're still looking for a glove. Honestly, beyond that, I'm really not too worried yet about what we need. Mostly because we don't know. I guess we could figure it out. We saw the map. Probably not going back for that 300 rupees that was on the island. I gotta mark that off before I forget. I can also check PED. Not that I want anything to do with PED, but... Sorry, we got 7 spots here before we need to worry about escape. Fire Rod's good. That means once we get to Dark World, we can beat Skullwoods. And there's our glove. Perfect. Okay. Now we can play. Alright. Hype cave gonna be hype. Not yet. Not really. Sun prize is bombs. That's actually not bad. That was bad. Only I'd gotten past that screen, I would have filled up on hearts right there. K45 is nothing. See what Dig Game has for us. Flips. We'll take that. Grab a couple of potions, because I'm going to go do Skull Woods. So let's grab one of these. And one of these. We can beat Skull Woods. We can check Ped. There can still be some things on Ped. But what do we need? We need a bow. We need the hook shot. We need the mitts. And then maybe a medallion or two. As far as like required. We're actually not that far off. And that is one item. Try to conserve a little bit of magic here. Ouch. Alright, so we're on 4 hearts. Ooh, I was about to use my blue potion, but we got through it. Alright, that works. That's a crystal down. Finish up Skull Woods and head into Thieves Town. Yeah, thank you. That was a little nerve-wracking, but we got, like I said, we got through it. We're still looking for one more item in here. There it is. We can also check Ped. Survey says 3 bombs. Ed's dead. I wouldn't have hated it because the dungeons, the Pendant dungeons, aren't that bad to beat. We've already beat one of them. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Shouldn't have done that. Although maybe we should have done that. Okay. I think that's too low. Yeah, alright. That might be better. Nope. Oh, can't do it now. You know, you hold the sword out because you're like, oh, that'll protect me. And it didn't. Uh, I guess I could have mirrored and it would have been the same thing. Thinking about it now. Let's spy on the bumper ledge here. Nope. That ain't happening. And from here we can flute over. Actually, no, before we do that, I'm actually going to take this all the way to Catfish. We can check all the Zora stuff too, and then go back and do Thieves Town. That gives us enough money to get into Pod, if we need to get into Pod. Catfish have the goods? Yep. You bet it does. Because why wouldn't Catfish have the mitts? Grumpfish. I like that. I like that. I like that. Alright, don't worry about that. Yeah, let me can save quit from here. I think I'm actually gonna go to Meyer. So we can scout Medallion there and then go to Skullwoods. So we can also beat Ice and TR if we can get in. Think. Hammer, we have both rods. Maybe we can do it without the hook shot, but it's not great. Alright, what do we got? We got Quake. We couldn't do anything in Meyer anyways without boots or hook shot. So there's really not a reason to come back here until we get boots. Because then we can clear out... Oh, if we need to clear out desert. It's green pendant, so maybe. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, so is it... So bow, hook shot, quake. Potentially boots. Potentially ether. Okay. So bow, hook shot, quake, and potentially ether. So we're potentially 3 from go with a bunch of dungeons we can clear. Well, not a bunch, I guess. Potentially 3, though. If TR is open with Bombos. It's a 2-item front. But we can full clear this anyways, so... Doesn't much matter. I guess the question is, will something be in Pendant Pod? We had the mirror... Not the mirror. Lamp in Pendant Hera on the boss. Yeah, we had the flute on Desert Ledge, which was required. So technically you needed to go into both pendant dungeons to get required items. And it could have done it probably without the lamp, but... not looking to. And that is our last item. So it looks like the small key is locked inside of the big chest. Love that. Alright, that was, it took a couple hits, but that wasn't too bad. That's another crystal. I'm gonna turn in the smiths. We need the hammer. We do hammer pegs as well. Alright. So we can turn in the purple chest. We've done everything else in the smith chain already, so we can just flute. I'm actually going to scout Dark Death Mountain. I want to know what medallion we need for TR. I can't go that way. If we can get into TR with Bombos, we can clear it. So that might have to happen. Say goodbye. Yes, I can. Is it Bombos? Nope. It's Quake. But that's fine, because we only need the one medallion. So we are double Quake. And then we just need Hookshot, Bow, and Quake. Okay, Hookshot. That is the trolliest spot for the Hookshot. And the bow. Oh my goodness. And you fall. Yep, memes are alive. I was gonna say if that was Quake. All right, so we can finish. We can do ice. We can do swamp. We can do eastern. Yeah, so we just need Quake. Let's go do ice. Do ice, then we'll do swamp, then we will... probably go do eastern. I could avoid Pendant Pod. That would be awesome. That was pretty clean. That was a pretty clean icebreaker. That's item number 2. That's number 3. So no Quake here, but we can at least get the crystal. Took a couple hits there, but no worries. We should probably check the rest of the flippers checks while we're here. Imagine if Quake is just sitting on this island. Not so much. Would have been nice, though. Also got all of Escape we can do. Really snipe me, huh? So I wonder how many people are going to be late to that hook shot. That is kind of a trolly spot for it. But it's also possible that somebody else found Quake. Would love for Quake to show up. Oh, that's not bad, I guess. Would love for Quake to show up in either this check or the next. Yeah, I mean that's definitely possible. We don't know what's in. I mean, Pod would be the one I think people would go to first. It's probably where we'll go after this. We'll do Eastern and then dip into Pod. But I don't see people coming. I don't see too many people coming into Hookless Swamp. I mean, maybe. It's definitely possible. Yeah, we'll just check the back. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That potion unlock is not that bad. Actually, I kind of want to grab that key. We have to come back in. Which we probably will. Be at least one item there. Oh, baby, let's go. We're skipping Pod. Yeah, that couldn't have worked out any better. We skipped so much stuff. Skipped all of Escape. Skipped all of Pod. Yeah, you needed to go up to Dark Death Mountain to get the hook shot, to come back to do Pod, to go get the Quake medallion. I mean, not Pod, Swamp, to get the Quake medallion for Meyer and TR. And that hook shot's in a gross spot. Very memey spot, as you mentioned. But we can just get Meyer done. We'll go to Eastern, clean that up. Then off to TR. Yeah, I mean, the choices worked out. It just worked out that Quake was on the route you had to take anyways. Imagine a Godmire when you need it. I need to figure out the logic for the big key. Like, I think it's something like if there's a small key in the chest above this room, the big key has to be in cutscene chest. But now it can be anywhere. I'm really not sure. But I'm gonna hope that it's not on cutscene chest. And it's not. Cool. I didn't want to go that way. That is correct with the small key, big key logic there. Yeah, I have to look a little more into it, but I thought I had either read it or saw it somewhere online or on the Discord or something like that. Now, let's see if I set up Spooky. We'll see. In about 4 seconds. We got it. Okay. Alright, so I have no invincibility. Not too bad. Alright, so that is Crystal 5. You go to Eastern for 6, TR for 7, and then off to GT. So there is an item here, but we obviously don't need it. Wouldn't hate if it was the cape, though. Or half magic. Half magic would be nice. Yeah, so we had a couple of trolly spots for items. I think mitts on catfish is a little trolly, because catfish is not a place that a lot of people are going to go super early. I kind of got lucky that I went when I did. But the hook shot in Hookshot Cave is kind of funny. Little memey. Okay, that actually would have been probably number 3 item that I would have picked. Maybe 4. I think silvers would have been better, but still helpful, which is good. Alright, off to GT. We could not open it. We should definitely go up in the light world. Where am I going? All out of swords. What do we have? A fairy, a blue potion, and 2 green potions. Should be just fine. Let's be nice. Maybe we can skip Laser Bridge. Oh, that was dumb. Perfect. Also perfect. Where am I going? Where am I going? I could have skipped it. Stupid, stupid, stupid. The damn Ricochet. We should be able to fill up right here. Perfect. I am not going to get 3%ed. Love it. So that, I think, confirms I don't need to check any other chests. Silvers are there, it's whatever. Easy peasy. Off to Trinex with a gold sword. Alright, we're off to GT. 20 rupees richer. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Emok. Enjoy your afternoon plans. Let you know how we finish. But I feel pretty good about this one. Alright, so now the only thing we have left to figure out is where is that big key? I wouldn't hate the cape. A blue and 2 greens. For potions, we should be good. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Right. Not there. So let's check the rest of left side before we go back and do tile room. Which hopefully we don't have to, but that is the next, that is the way we have to progress through here. Alright, we're off to Rando Room. Okay, and we're just scouting for silvers. Perfect. Easy enough. I don't think I have enough magic for trying to have ether anyways, so. it is. Pretty good drop right there. Alright, not the worst. So where do we think silvers were? I'm gonna say they were in the light world somewhere. There's a lot of places in the light world we haven't checked. All right, one more hit, I believe. Alright, no one's finished yet, as we're dropping into Ganon 126 and change. Alright, no cape, no Burna. Three, 4, 5, 6. Six. Hit one more measure. Alright, on to phase 3. Easy. Arrows and pod. Yep, alright. I missed it. 3. 4, 5. Give me a setup for some triples here. Going too far away. 6. I think I can count. I got a triple on that one. 7, 8, 9, I think. So one more triple, I think we should have it. I think this is the last hit. Yes, sir. Sub 130 on this bad boy. We like that. That's it, and that is a win. Big win. That just happened. Yeah, so the big things, I think, getting the mitts off of catfish was big. And then getting the hook shot and bow, but really the hook shot out of Hookshot Cave. Because that opened up everything. And then Quake being on Argus for Go mode was kind of nice. So we skipped all of Escape. We skipped all of Pod. We didn't do King's Tomb or Bonk Rocks. Yeah, we ended up skipping a decent amount of stuff. Let's see where everybody else is. I'm gonna go right down the list of racers here. So Zax is at the top of GT, about to go into. He's about to go into Aga 2. Who's up next? I think it's Reese. I think it's Bobsled. He is just starting the climb of GT. Let's see. Panda. What's Panda doing? Don't know. Well, he's got some ads to get through, so we'll check that out. 142 CR. Panda is by just finishing up his fight on Trinex. And that'll be his 7th crystal, so he'll be off to GT. And who's next? Drew Bragi. They are fighting Vitreous, and then they have to go to TR by the looks of it. Let's go check out Zax. He's gonna be just about done. Yeah, he's on phase 3 of Ganon. He'll be finishing up in a minute or so. And he didn't get silvers, so it looks like he also didn't go into pod. But yeah. That's that was a fun seat. Oh, he's setting up triples with the fire rod. I don't know why I never thought to do that. That's such a good idea. Hey, Hazel. Appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. Did you just jump in? I don't know if you've been watching. I don't know if you were watching the stream at all. But thank you for the follow. Looks like Zach's finished. 134.47, so GG's to Zach's. All right, let's see. Yeah, Zach's just finished. We got. Let's go. Let's raid Panda. Let's go cheer him on for the end. So thanks for hanging out. Always nice when get some interaction in the chat. But we'll go check out. We'll go check out Panda. Cheer him on. He looks like he's just starting the GT climb. So. Let's go. I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.